You can't force me to spend money.
I'm ready.
Right.
I've been recording this entire
That's
time.
where I am.
Yeah, I'm recording now, too.
Forced me to
We good.
spend money. That's why I've still got my shitty headset mic.
I've been recording this entire time.
Oh yeah.
You've tested your audio, right?
Oh, I've been testing the audio the entire time we were doing this.
Welcome back to
I mean, like, listening to it.
StarFall.
Yeah. No, we're all the same volume.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
quick little summary. So we did this before, but I done goofed. So we are gonna try this again.
You didn't done goofed. The recording equipment done goofed and corrupted your audio.
Yeah.
Dang old
pretty much.
technology, you know what I mean?
Literally none of it was your fault.
Right.
That's a bro.
So now, so essentially, we're going to try to do this again. So I essentially added a thing. We're essentially doing this, but in a different way, in order to keep things on their toes and still more interesting. What I did was I took what was originally done, added a bit of it old, a bit of it new, and recreated a whole somewhat new scenario, which should still be entertaining, I hope.
But did you include something borrowed and something blue?
Yes. Actually, yes. Funny enough.
I mean, Cintra's blue.
You actually,
I actually did. That depends on how things go. But anyway, so without further ado, let's first begin with addressing that the Cantor catch-up for some reason also never recorded, so we're just going into the next part of the arc. Okay. To address some of the things, to quickly address some of the things that happened in the Cantor catch-up, they come back. Cintra and I believe
Iris.
Nipper.
Oh, yeah.
Cintra and Nipper bought a couple things. Nipper, you got the Mask of the Phantasm from Crystal's shop.
Is real funky.
Yeah.
To remind everyone what that does, it allows the user to put on the mask and cast Phantasmal Killer.
Which is actually a really cool spell.
Also, because we've been given an official sponsor and have to do this, otherwise we won't get paid, I got to do this for at least like 6 seconds.
What?
What?
It's from the Phantom of the Opera movie. Suckers never seen that?
Thank you. That's actually what I was planning. That's where I was going last time, actually.
Hell yeah. I hope you can include it yourself, because there's a lot of potential with that.
So, another thing, Cintra realized she can't solely rely on magic, and you got the repeating hand crossbow.
So, yes.
Which is pretty.
Which is good, because I was tired of looking around that big crossbow.
So this is just a smaller hand crossbow that can allow for more shots and turns. It's written down in the thing. But
the dragon gave her a smack, so she went and bought a gat.
Yeah, it's basically a medieval semi-automatic pistol.
Yes, it's very neat. But another thing, so essentially the reason why, another thing, Nipper also decided to multi-class. You took lessons from Crystal in artificing.
Correct.
Yes.
And we did not do anything with that in the last recording. So.
Yes, which is also good to realize that Nipper decided to take the route of Golomancy and the Golomancy route in artificing, and now have a tiny mechanical bird golem.
That is adorable.
What is it, Crimpler?
Yeah,
it's
it's designed after a peregrine falcon, and it's named the Crimpler.
Crimpler, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
The Crimpler.
Will it peck out my eyes if I call it the Krimplemeister?
Only if I ask it to.
Got it.
And to address the whole thing with Gerona and Ryerday, and Gerona and Beltar, essentially they talked with the guildmaster, Jason, and has allowed you to continue on this mission with the promise that you have to come by the guild sometime in the future and talk to him in person.
We don't get spanked, but...
and Gerona also left you with the comm mirror and said that if you need him for anything, you can give him a call.
And there's also the fact that Hilda Freyr did not erase his memories.
Yes,
we trust him.
Yes, she allowed it, but if anything does happen, she will totally wipe him and possibly punish you guys. But that's another thing. Anyway, so the group is decided to head northwest for this next arc, because Iris came up to them when they were shopping and told them of a Bard festival that is happening nearby.
Yeah.
Yes, so before that happened, Cintra was reading up on stuff.
Yeah.
By the time we leave that Bard festival, I'm gonna learn how to play Sweet Caroline on the lute. I promise you.
Yes! Do it!
Would Unfeg want to multi-class as a Bard? That would be...
Honestly,
that'd be funny.
good question. I don't know if I can find.
I could see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Dude,
Can I
Gene, you wanna
multi-class
do
with?
that?
Can I multi-class with something that isn't like a string instrument? Because
Oh, of course.
I want to imagine a bard that's just a triangle.
Okay, I love triangle because that's just.
Actually, funny thing is, I forgot. This could be a funny scene. It's like, I want to say like I'll say it like this is a thing that happened that while Crystal was teaching Nipper, like Unfei came in to talk about being bard. It's like Crystal's like, oh, I actually used to be a bard.
For real.
Yeah, it was in the beginning of my adventures. I decided to pick up the bard traits because, let's face it, bards can do some pretty nifty stuff. Here, I'm pretty sure I have my old instrument somewhere around here. And she like goes through her chest and pulls out a very small one of those like small accordions.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Frick yes! This is entirely my aesthetic.
Pizza time! Just play the fucking pizza.
It's not one of those ones where they got all the keys on. It's like one of those small ones where you just like kind of move it in that way. I don't know what that's called a different name or not.
It's basically just a squeeze box.
Yeah, something like that. It's like a small accordion. It's like, I used to be pretty nifty. Let me see if I can still get it down. And it's like she plays a small song in it. But Sintra, let's go ahead and get to that thing. You said you wanted to do the thing where you were studying.
Yes. So she is in the library because she absolutely loves the wealth of knowledge, and I have a sneeze stuck and I can't get it out.
It's fighting you. I've had that before.
Think about cutting pineapples.
on earth?
What? Oh, what? No. Oh,
I'll cut your pineapple.
No.
Think about cutting pineapples. Just think about it.
No, that just made it worse. No, I'm just gonna do my scene now. Okay.
Just think about sitting on a pineapple, and that'll get the sneeze out.
Oh,
Ow!
SpongeBob's gonna be homeless.
All right, so think about. I'm not gonna say that. That's disturbing. Anyways, I'm reading a book.
Naturally.
in full armor.
No, not full armor. What? I don't even wear armor.
That's a reference. Don't mind me.
Okay.
He's a joke.
Let me guess, Adventure Zone.
The runway guys.
Oh.
So reading book, yeah.
She's reading a book on dragons.
And Iris kind of like appears behind your shoulder. It's like, what you got there?
Ah! Where'd you come from? Wait, don't answer that question.
She like, as you jump back, she like takes the book off the table. It's like, bronze dragons. Isn't that what Stormatrig is?
And Sintra quickly takes it and says, yeah, so, I'm just very fascinated about his lineage. That's all.
You could ask him.
That would be too weird. He was so...
Why?
Well, after the Artificers tournaments, there was kind of a weird thing going on. I didn't want to bother him about it. It's hard to explain.
Going on.
If you say so. And she
You
kind
heard
of
it here.
leaves the library.
You heard it here first, folks. There's a thing going on.
A thing. And a couple other things before we continue to. And two quick things before you continue the journey. Alexander, who is able to use the cloak that you got from Shahar's lair, he decided he doesn't want to go with you because he's still trying to figure it out, like how it works and everything.
Right.
He feels like he would just kind of slow you guys down. But he also decided you guys want to take Marcus with you.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys are kind of waiting out. You guys are kind of waiting to get out there. Iris is with you. And I want to say, like, Crimpler is kind of sitting on Nipper's shoulder or something. I don't know.
I think
big
you
for
and I
that?
talked about it, and we mentioned that, like, technically speaking, the golem's supposed to be of a small size, which is actually the same general size as Nipper, because he's a gnome. So, so I was like, we'll probably have like the golem. I'm gonna say robot at some point. Forgive me if I do.
Go ahead.
You will
But
not be
we're gonna have the golem like flying with the party, just generally speaking.
I call him Marcus.
And if Marcus is with us, instead it will be perched on Marcus's shoulder.
That's a nice idea. Anyway, so Marcus comes out, and there's a very
that.
noticeable difference about him. He is a little bit faster. You can feel a bit more magical energy coming off of him, and he does not have his normal emerald sword with him. Instead, there's a very large, translucent crystal buster sword on his back with a golden hilt.
Damn.
It's like,
How
sorry
that
I'm late. Crystal was finishing this thing up. And
How
he
that
points to
thing
the...
hang, Marcus? Oh,
What?
sick.
How are you able to hold that thing?
He's Marcus.
I know what I said.
I
And
know
like,
what you said.
Iris like gets behind him, looks at it, it's like, hey, I've seen this thing. It came from Crystal's shop, didn't it? Yeah, apparently I'm the only one. I'm the only one she's ever met who could actually handle this thing. And he picks it up with one hand and shows it off to you guys. And it is essentially, you can tell by looking at it, thing isn't like fused from a bunch of crystals. This essentially was one large crystal part that large piece of gemstone that Crystal chiseled down into this large blade, and it's 6 feet long.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Crystal's
That-
crystal sword.
that doesn't
Where was
seem too
mine?
heavy. Hey, Storm, I'll bet you can hold it.
Oh, what, me?
Yeah.
Only the worthy can wield the blade.
All right.
Marcus shrugs. Yeah, you could try. What is your strength? What
Oh,
is your
boy.
total
It is-
strength?
God.
Strength mod is +3.
What's the total thing? What is
Yeah,
the
what's
actual?
the actual number? 16.
Yeah, 16.
He hands it to you, and it is far heavier than you expected. As he puts it in your hand, and it immediately falls to the floor. And as you have it, you're like holding it by the handle. You can only get the handle about a foot off the ground.
God.
Yikes.
I try to help him. Oh, come on, you baby. Just stop trying to hold it.
It goes 2 more inches higher with Sintra helping.
Oh my,
If that.
oh my
Come
God.
on.
How heavy is
Marcus
this
is
thing?
like, here you go. Here, I'll take it back. And Marcus gets his 3. Have I mentioned that Marcus has 3 fingers? Have I mentioned that?
I
No.
think you did.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Probably.
I think.
Has essentially his fingers are like he has 2 main fingers and then a thumb. Each are like stretched out trapezoids.
He's got double thumbs.
Ninja Marcus, Teenage Mutant Ninja Marcus.
Yeah, man. He takes the blade back and puts it on his back. She calls it the Mega Blade. I'm so excited. I'm kind of excited to be able to use this. Apparently, the 2 restrictions on it says that the person has to be strong both in physical prowess and magical prowess, which apparently she hasn't met someone like that yet.
Well, I
I
guess.
wonder
Well, I guess
why.
I guess she just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It
I was
would
like,
only take a golem like you to actually carry such a weapon. And
Iris
he's
clears
just saying
her,
as he's rubbing his hand.
Iris clears her throat. Hello, we have a festival to go to, people.
Oh yeah, right. Marcus, want to come with us?
Yeah,
No.
I got everything ready.
In due time.
Excellent. We're off to the Bards Festival. And the
am ready.
Excellent!
Let's
Sorry.
do this. I am ready to
And-
play some slaps and hit some ass, except I'm a ghost. So.
I really don't want to know why you put that in that order, but I don't care. Let's go.
So you start traveling. You left like fairly early in the morning. The sun was just starting to rise up, and it is already nighttime, and you
Holy
are
shit.
completely lost.
Ah.
I think it's off to a great start, y'all.
I
You completely
told,
left
Emperor,
that
I
way to the
told
forest.
you we should have taken the turn at the mushroom named Albuquerque.
I told you we should have asked for directions.
Are you sure you weren't holding the map upside down?
What map? And you realize that
What
Iris does
map?
not. You realize Iris does not have a map with her.
Do we have a map?
Iris, what do you mean, what map? You've been
I don't
out
have a
here.
map.
Well, then.
You're out here an entire day.
Who needs the map?
Oh no!
Yeah,
oh
Clearly,
no!
We do.
No!
Not at all.
Hey! You know what? Here's a great idea. We're supposed to go in the general direction of that stupid artifact that Stormy's gonna get. Right? Why don't we just follow the compass? Because we're clearly lost.
You start hearing music.
Oh
Whoa.
wait.
It's not a very faint hum. What sounds like the very faint hum of a violin.
Like the
You
Sounds
got
like we
it?
could use a bird's eye view.
A violin?
Who is he hinting at for that? Because we have multiple flight things here.
I can go 30 feet.
I mean,
but I'm pretty
Crimpler
sure
just
bird-
straight up takes off.
Oh, well.
Crimpler's
then-
out of here.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like Crimpler goes off in the direction of the music.
Just basically going up to circle around, see if we can find a sign of, like, civilization or anything like
Circling
that.
over our
He's
heads.
like, oh, here, hang on, and you see Crystal like go pick up her daggers.
You mean Iris?
Yeah.
Iris, yes. You see Iris go for it. Here, let me check this out. And she goes between two trees and with an incredible amount of expertise, acrobats her way up to the trees, like bouncing off a couple trees, going up until she reaches the top.
And there she goes again.
What? Again? You've seen this before?
Once. It's a long story.
Well then.
I'll take your word.
And you
for
see
it.
Iris is like, she's like looking around, it's like, Kipper is kind of spin around over in that direction, and she points off in a certain way.
Gotcha.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go.
And once
And
again,
she
one
goes, and
of
she
my
starts
main
hopping.
functionalities in the team has been outsourced to witches, wizards, and farm animals.
And you see Iris is kind of like jumping from treetop to treetop in that direction.
You better hope that every branch there can support you.
Also, please slow down. We can't.
Oh please! I used to live in these forests for years.
Which is why we're lost, right?
Absolutely.
There's a difference between living in a forest and knowing where you're going in a forest.
There is literally no difference.
Actually, trust me, there is.
Whatever.
And sure enough, you hear that. You hear that humming getting louder, and you come as you go, kind of get to. You come across a different path, and you find a tiefling.
Ooh.
Oh.
And this tiefling, they are a fairly average height tiefling. They're about 5'6". They have magenta skin.
Ooh.
They have a couple crescent moon on the top near the front of their head. A couple crescent moon shaped horns coming out. They're pretty small. They're only like about 3 inches in height.
Right.
They're wearing some classic bard apparel, kind of those poofy shoulders.
Like some Shakespearean shit.
Yeah. And a Shakespearean shirt, a skirt, and you do not see. Instead of seeing a violin, she has 2 scimitars. And you see one has like a bit of leather binding almost on one, leather padding on the back of one of the scimitars, and has it against her neck, and is rubbing the 2 scimitars together, making violin music with it.
Yep.
Well, there is something I didn't expect to see when I pretended to wake up this morning.
That is.
Also her hair. She has shoulder-length black hair with red tips.
That is
Yes.
beautiful.
Greetings, Magenta Madam.
It's like
Where the what? What
she
the
stops
heck is
playing. It's
this?
like, oh, hi there.
Howdy.
She kind of with a lot of finesse bends her scimitars, puts them away, and bows. Hello there.
Citra pops up.
I heard there was a
Hi!
festival around here, but just one bard? Goodness.
Citra pops up. Hi!
Like, oh, hi there. She puts her hand out, and that's as soon as you start shaking her hand, Iris falls to the ground. It's like, are you after the bard? Are you coming to the bard festival too? It's like, oh, all of you. And that's when the tiefling. Oh, you're all heading to the festival as well?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we're going, yeah.
Amateur bard
At least
in
that's
presence.
where we're trying to go before
Before we got
honestly, all
lost.
of us got us lost. Like he's looking around, it's like, alright, who can I blame here? Oh wait, shit, all of us.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. And the woman's like, oh, well, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Vanessa, professional bard.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Vanessa. I'm
Nice
Citra.
to meet you, Vanessa.
I'm Citra.
I am Stormatrake.
Ryer Day.
Iris.
I think my name is Untreg, but I'm not certain these days anymore.
Just call me Nipper. It's easier that way.
Marcus. And again, Marcus has his hood up and has that cloth bandana mask over the bottom half of his face. It's like, well, if you're looking for... Well, the Bard Festival is happening in the town of Niner Sachs. It's in this direction. If you follow me, I go to it every year.
Excellent. Then you be our guide.
Mhm. And,
Because lords know we can't get there to save our lives.
And sure enough,
Like someone who doesn't need a map.
And sure enough, you travel for about 30 minutes with Vanessa as she's playing more music on her scimitars. Iris pulls out her pan flute, and they got a good rhythm going as they're playing. And you can see, and they're playing. You chat a bit as she keeps playing. And it's very and they are totally in sync with each other, Iris and Vanessa. Like, the way Iris plays, you've only ever heard her play her pan flute once when you were heading into Cantor. And she's pretty good at the pan flute. Like, just the way they're working off each other. It is a pretty good melody.
Yeah.
I
from
whisper in Druidic over to Iris. Is this like popular music, or are you just going off the fly here?
So she plays it. Oh, I'm just going off her.
Oh,
And she goes back to play. And sure enough, you can see lights in the distance. And as you approach it, a fairly, I want to say it's only like a half-mile radius town you come across with a lot of
Nice.
low wooden buildings, stone pavement going across the ground. And you see bards everywhere.
Oh boy.
And
There's like a main square. There's like a main square where the main party is happening, and there's two, and it's kind of like everyone's dancing, everyone's drinking, and there's like there's like two main bards kind of leading it on a podium in the center of this area. One of the bards is an elf with a fairly big brown afro and a blue spandex leotard, and the other one is a tiefling with very dark red skin and is wearing a lot of black garb. And you can only really see his eyes, which seem to almost have a permanent glare. The
Well, I wonder who that could be.
he is the tiefling's playing a keyboard, and while the wood elf is singing.
This is the single
I
greatest.
get the distinct
performance
impression
I've
that I've
seen.
seen these guys before.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've been looking up to warriors since I was a kid. I must learn how to be that.
I just wanted to confer. Who wants to say who they are for the audience? Just so whoever got it.
Not
This is
me!
NSP.
Yeah.
So,
And,
as Citra mutters under her breath, it's times like these where I wish I brought my cello.
You play
And-
the cello?
You know how to play that cello?
Well, I used to. I'm out of practice.
Ever since I
wish I
saw
could
us.
play
And
an
you
instrument.
see Vanessa's like she stops playing and her eyes light up. I didn't know I didn't know Ninja Sex Debauchery. Crap, I didn't know.
Shadow Monk!
You
Yes,
ruined it. Shadow
Shut
Monk.
up. I didn't know Shadow Monk Debauchery was coming back after last year. This is gonna be awesome.
Shadow who?
I was like, oh, I love these guys. They're a famous bard group.
I've never heard of them, though then again my town was very strict on bards for some reason.
And debauchery, I'm sure.
Citra looks over at Storm and says, "Define strict."
It wasn't like music was banned or anything. It was like congregations like these, they were frowned upon.
They seem to have frowned upon a lot of things.
Back in my tribe,
say that.
unless it was a person playing a drum, the multitude of my other tribe members taught me that bards are either they're like walking instruments that are a sex offender underneath. But I'm suddenly learning.
Vanessa looks at you. Hey, I take offense to that.
What I'm trying to say is that
it's
arriving here, I've learned that
kinda
there's so much
true.
culture.
Hold on, wait a second. Iris says, a what offender?
Oh, that's right. She doesn't even know,
Excuse
does she?
Oh, the naivete.
I forgot about that.
She like tilts her head. It's like, what?
We'll tell you when you're older. As she pats Iris on the head.
I'm over 70. I'm older than all of you.
That
That's in
doesn't.
elf years.
Clearly not in maturity.
Rarday just kind of tilts his head with a confused expression like, okay, what am I missing?
Hun, that's in elf years. Don't try and fool us.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Long
she's like,
story short, Iris. Imagine somebody walks up and hugs you when you really didn't ask for it at all, and then
That doesn't
runs
sound
away.
that bad.
And
And it doesn't feel very nice.
And they are not wearing anything.
that part too.
Well, there goes.
Thanks for
And
the
she just looks.
subtlety,
She looks
Stormy.
at all of you confused, like, you know what? Forget what you guys are saying. I have no clue what you guys are saying. Let's just have fun. And you see her run off into a couple of bushes, her clothes flying off, and and a few more seconds later, she comes out in this dancer's outfit with a masquerade mask on.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
Is that like in your?
You described it last episode as being like, or last recording rather, as
Yeah,
being like Olivia from Fire Emblem Awakening, right?
Yes, but with a lot more grassy tones, like darks and bright greens and such.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Citra mutters under her breath, "Never mind. Obviously, she's just being coy."
And
I'm gonna ask Iris, like, did you just have that in your bag, or?
of course, I always have this stuff in my bag. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah,
What
when
did you think
Stormtrigg saw... Sorry,
What
when
did you think? Sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, when Stormtrigg saw the clothes fly off for a second, he straight up covered his eyes, kind of recoil.
Right.
But then when he heard...
Rarity just kind of, looks off to the side slowly, just like, I'm prepared for the worst.
She was like, "Yeah, I always have this outfit on me. I used to dance. I used to go to all kinds of taverns and dance around with."
Oh, thank God, Street King is not allowed. Fuck.
Yeah,
thank
I used to
God.
go. She's like, I used to play all the time with taverns and dance with. She clears her throat. It's like, but anyway, come on, let's go have fun. And she pulls out her pan flute and starts dancing with everyone. So, for this, before we get to like the main event, go ahead and do stuff. Go ahead and get drunk, except for Nipper. You can get drunk, play games, talk with the other bards.
I like how you said I'm the only one who's not allowed to go get drunk.
Well, that's because you can't.
Stormtrigg.
Wait,
What?
hang on, wait, what?
Oh, I had a feeling you got. It was during the
That was a wild magic thing too, wasn't it?
you the wild magic thing. You could not.
That's right.
You were not allowed to
Oh,
get.
I
You cannot be
forgot.
intoxicated by alcohol for 17 days total.
And
And I'm going to say there's a good
No,
9 days.
wait a minute. Hang on
You
a
still have a
second.
good 9 days left, I will say. So yeah, you cannot get drunk during. For
No,
like,
no. I'm going to go drink bards under the table on purpose because I
Dude,
know
you
I
should
can't get
hustle
drunk.
them. You should
Oh,
bet
God
them
damn
money.
it! I shouldn't have said anything.
You should bet them
Totally
money.
hustle them.
You should bet them money in a drinking game and then win every single time.
Yes,
Genius.
that's perfect.
Right? Rarity would
$20 a round.
Rarity would consider placing bets knowing this, but it's like on second thought.
You know what?
Citra whispers in Nipper's ear, "At least pretend to be drunk so that they don't get suspicious."
How do you do that?
I'll say I'll do
Obviously,
this.
you
I
don't.
will.
Obviously, you don't know how a pro works. All you gotta do is just hiccup and slur a lot and twitch your eye a little bit.
I will say this: if you want to drink as many bards under the tables, I want you to give me a performance roll.
Oh dear God. Okay.
Only for how many times can you do it before your stomach is?
So last time we tried to record this, I used the gambler's ring on a performance roll and wound up on stage. I'm not going to use the gambler's ring this time, but I still get plus nothing to a performance check because my charisma is like an even 10.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Oh boy.
Oof, that's an 8.
Ooh.
Well done.
I'm glad I didn't use the ring there. That'd be terrible.
That would have hurt.
Like the first drink I throw up instead of getting intoxicated.
Like it goes down your windpipe instead, and you just fail instantly.
It's going to be let's see. It's going to performance against. Ooh, that's a 16.
Ouchies.
Nice.
That's a double.
So I'll say this: you managed to get. How much do you want to bet, like for each person?
Only 20 gold per person.
Okay, I'll say you managed to drink 4 people under the table, so go ahead and get 80 gold.
Nice.
Sweet.
But unfortunately, since that was not a very good performance roll, you're lucky you didn't use the gambler's ring there. If that was a critical fail, you would have gotten beaten up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They
So
would
yeah,
have been-
you managed to drink 4 people under the table before they start to get a little bit suspicious, and you kind of duck out.
If you did the gambler's ring thing, they would have taken you into the back alley and then do that Scooby-Doo thing where they shove a drum around you. Like they shove it on your head and then you're trapped inside the drum.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would have happened.
Exactly.
Trying
Okay.
to think what Stormtrigg would do.
Okay. So
For all intents and purposes, Marcus has a bird perched on his shoulder for the entirety of this bit.
Marcus is just kind of hanging back because like he's never been in such a large group of people, and as a hermit, he is not used to it.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
introvert.
I like the idea of everybody in this crew. Like some of us have instruments, others don't. Everybody else has instruments, and then there's this 7-foot guy, like 8-foot guy, in a cloak with a mask with a bird on his shoulder.
Yep.
He is hell, except he's like a 13-year-old in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He looks like a bouncer, essentially.
so Kai, I need a reminder of something.
Yes.
If I were to use it, how long would the charm of the Mayflower last?
Ah, yes.
It should say it.
Internet is committing die.
It should say it in Crystal Shop. Let me just double check.
It says for 1 hour.
Yes.
1 hour. And does that last? Wait, doesn't that last longer because of its upgrade?
That is correct. So it should last for
yes.
2 hours.
There you go.
Okay. Wait, what I miss?
Chris, I think Centra's going to be using the Charm of the Mifwa.
Yeah.
Oh, for what?
Das Mifwa.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
So
That's the fun part.
So, what she's gonna do is like she's gonna be doing some performances with bards, and I want the acrobatics and athletics bonuses.
Ah.
And plus she will look adorable
Absolutely.
Of course.
because
As
Yep,
always.
absolutely.
she looks over at the dancers and the people who are juggling swords and all that stuff, and she's like, I'm gonna get in on that, and then she just
Wait, what?
And then she just grasps the charm of the Weefwa, and all of a sudden, ears and a tail pop out.
And they're blue to match your hair.
Does
Centra,
Storm
I
react to
wouldn't-
this? No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Centra,
No.
Centra, what do you-
Citra looks over at Storm and says, "How do I look?"
You look
Yeah.
adorable.
How do I
Yeah,
look,
this
Stormy? Yeah.
Adorable. Like, and then he just kind of says, I mean, yes, adorable, but like,
Oh, you're too much. She says as she pats him on the back hard. Oh, you're too much.
He's like,
The whack.
he's like taking a sip of his drink as she does that, so he just.
All right then, I'm gonna go over there, and she's just gonna go do some like. She basically tries to flip onto a table and do a one handstand.
Back acrobatics then?
Yeah.
Let's
So
do
that's
it.
+6, so 18.
Damn, nice. You managed to pull it off.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I love this charm.
Very nice. So that's what. Oh, so we know what Nipper does. We know what Centra does. Ryer Day. What do you?
I'm basically gonna ask the same question I did last time. Are there any particularly asshole-ish rich folks in the area?
Like,
No, there are not. You actually, you're looking. Investigation check.
Is this the same thing? Oh dear.
Probably not.
Investigation
know.
check.
You might spot a
That is a
fop.
19 plus toe.
Okay, so you look around and you figure out that essentially the main purpose for this Bard Festival, it's a good amount of income for this very small town. Like what goes on, like people buying drinks from the town, like people buying drinks from the tavern and putting on the show, and people coming in playing all these games. Essentially, it's a huge amount of income for such a small town, which is one of the reasons why they host it.
I see. It's an economy boon.
Yeah, and bards who go on the stage, like Shadow Monk Debauchery, have to pay a fee in order to get center stage. Anyone who wants to get on the stage has to pay a fee.
what kind of fee?
It's like I'll say Ryer Day investigating that. You'll be able. It's 100 gold if you want to get up on stage.
For performance?
Oof.
Yes.
Storm's gonna do that.
Wait, what?
What?
Storm's just looking. Storm gets inspired by Centra, and he's like, you know what? I'll be ballsy too.
Let's do it.
Oh, Stormtrig's going on stage.
Yep.
It's gonna be good.
Woo!
Wait, what is he gonna do?
Interesting.
What's
I am very curious.
What is he gonna do?
I mean, it makes sense because he's got high charisma.
I know,
Can
but
I-
what is he gonna do?
I don't think there's anything about Stormtrigger about him playing an instrument, though, is there?
No.
I mean, he can sing.
What would he do then?
What is he gonna do?
Sing in Draconic. Do it.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's right. He could pretty much sing a draconian song.
Here's the song of my people.
Okay.
Fuck up.
I want to see. Obviously, this is going to be a performance check, but I'm trying to.
Also, while
Are you going to
singing-
be? I want to know. Are you going to be like staying in your armor for this? Are you doing anything different? What are you doing?
Go up
Yeah,
there, dude, do
he's
it.
taking off his armor for now, and if everyone takes a look, he's basically shirtless.
Well then.
Well,
Just chill.
Sintra
see,
has all the blood rushing through her face right now.
That little cattail is swinging from hip to hip.
Yep.
Is slapping on the sides.
dead.
Nutmeg soup.
I am trying to.
Her hair.
Not be great.
If you
her hair
want to do,
stands on end.
I'll let you do. So you said you're singing, right? Singing
Yes.
a song. What kind of song? Like, what is it? Like
Oh, my king, I'm not his
What? Can it please be that? Please be the Skyrim theme. Oh
Do it
my
for
god.
them.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that wasn't what I was playing, but yeah, I'll do the Skyrim thing.
Wait, no, something from
What were you
something
I wanna
from
know.
Dragon Force.
What were you?
There you go.
What were you originally going to do, Stormtrigger? I want to know.
I was thinking the song would be I don't have any lyrics because I'm winging it, but try to imagine the song is similar in tone and lyrics to the Tarzan song "Son of Man," but in Draconic.
Oh.
I have not heard that in years, and I
Oh,
cannot
wow.
remember Jack Diddley
Okay.
shit.
That's
Uh,
pretty
barely-
good right there, though.
I barely know anything about
Roll.
it, but that's good.
Roll. That's pretty interesting. Roll performance.
Oh boy,
Do it.
that's +2. Watch as I fail this.
You can do
Oh.
this essay.
13.
12.
I'll say this is what happens. You start to sing, and the thing is, the crowd is pretty silent as you get in kind of you've been singing for about 40 seconds, and the crowd has been really quiet. But you see Iris and Vanessa in the crowd, and Iris kind of bumps her, and they both start playing music to it. And about 10 seconds after 10 seconds while they're playing with that, it starts to travel through a crowd. And as you're halfway through the song, everyone is pretty much into it.
Hey,
As they're
yo,
playing,
yeah.
they're kind of, since they don't really know this song, they're kind of, it's a lot of
Winging it.
guesswork. So they're slightly winging it, but there's a lot of professional bars here. So despite the fact they're winging it, there is a occasional note goof up that can be heard, but it's pretty much drowned out as almost every single bard is now playing along to your song.
Nothing like collaborative music making.
And,
Also,
yeah. Once the song is starting to reach its conclusion, you guys are seeing that he's starting to spark a bit. But I know this is gonna be stupid, but fuck it. Once the song's over, Stormtrigger throws his head upward and just shoots his breath weapon straight up into the air.
I want you to
Are we
roll
on
another.
the roof? Because if so,
No,
it's an
Yeah, open
air.
open air
Okay.
stage.
Open air, center of town kind of thing. I will let you roll performance again with advantage for this.
Okay.
That is a pretty. That is
Oh, by the way, did you
that is pretty
subtract
metal,
that?
by the way.
Did you
Yeah,
subtract?
I already
the hun-
subtracted gold.
Okay, so go ahead and roll performance with advantage for this.
I will say
7.
when Stormatrix showed up on stage with his shirt off, Nipper's like, "Nah, I wish I could get drunk."
Now I really
Yeah,
wish.
wait, so with advantage you rolled a 7.
Yep.
Oh,
What the hell
This
is
is
wrong
what
with
I
those
fuck
dice?
up.
What if it
That's
like
why I fuck
what if it like starts to come out pretty good, but then you like you cough in the middle of it. So
Yeah,
that,
like when you get like getting the timing wrong in Bowser's Inside Story with the fucking flame attack or whatever.
No, what happens is you do this roar, it goes off successfully, you use your Dragon Breath weapon, but the thing is, like, it was very out of nowhere, so it, like, almost killed the moo that you had just put out.
Ooh.
it surprised people, but then they got what
Like,
you were doing,
you,
but it still
you
surprised
didn't
people.
have them at the beginning, you then got them, and then you lost them. But you still get a pretty good round of applause. It was going to be a pretty thunderous applause, but then, pun not intended, but it still came out pretty well, just like kind of a slightly awkward clap as you get down from stage.
Yeah, and he's putting his armor back on, and who's he gonna bump into first?
I'll get to no. I'll do a thing with Stormtrooper getting off stage. I just want to know what has Unthrig been doing this whole time.
Yes, that's
So-
a great question.
I appreciate that because naturally, amateur bard here recently got into the business. I'm excited to try and learn something. I think I know about 3 notes, and even then, like.
So anyway, here's Wonderwall.
So I'm gonna look around. Is there anybody around? Is there like a huddled group of people with any form of accordion instrument? Because I gotta go to specific.
They're not
people.
huddled, but you can see throughout the crowd there is there is definitely a lot of people who have accordions and such.
That makes sense. I'm probably gonna fly over to one maybe that's like more in like a chilling mood than rather a talking with various associates mood.
Yeah, I'll say one's like
yeah.
sitting alone in a chair with an accordion.
Yeah, I'm gonna float up. I'm gonna say, "Excuse me, there, fella.
Whoa!
Yes,
Look at you, lad. Not sure if you know this, but you're kind of dead.
I kind of figured that
I'll
out.
say it's a dwarf with an accordion.
Frick yeah, bud. I'm up for this. I'm going to start with, okay, first off to start, I appreciate you reminding me. Secondly, I'm not a ghost I'm not an accordion playing ghost that's coming from your past to haunt you.
I hope not.
Yes, I'm rather I'm an amateur bard. I recently acquired this teensy-weensy little instrument, and I was wondering, do you know of any like beginner's songs that could help an aspiring...
Wait.
What
What do you mean? Would you...
I'm asking, like, does this dude know any, like, beginning songs? Can he give me any pointers? Possibly show me the ropes?
Yeah, but where did you get an accordion?
I remember that I was getting that tiny accordion.
He thought Crystal gave it to him.
Yeah, no.
No.
Wait, Crystal didn't give that to me, or she was just showing it to me?
She was just kind of showing it off. She didn't give it to you, so...
Yeah.
Get this right. What if she put it down on a counter or a desk or something, and I'm just like...
How about this? She said she would make you, if you want to learn bard stuff, she said she would make you your own accordion whenever you get back, and it would be ready whenever you get back. How about that?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Damn it. I already thought I had an accordion. Ready to start getting some...
It's harder to learn when you don't have the instrument, but
I was feeling so ready to start getting some ghost ass, even though there's none in this entire celebration. Damn it. Either way. So, I'm trying to think why I would be even approaching this dude if I don't have an accordion. I guess I could ask him for some pointers, saying planning on learning how to play an accordion.
Roll persuasion.
Do this. Okay. Today, what the frick is that? That's it's a freaking speech. There you are. All right.
You have a +5 to persuasion.
Easy.
hell yeah.
That is in total an 18.
So essentially, during this whole time, and you see while Stormtrake's performing, he's showing you some stuff. He's like, "Oh, hey, let me show you. Let me try to match up with this. Let me try to match up with this dragon motherfucker song." And he starts trying to get it. And you see him like the way he just trying to shows you like different hand motions and hitting different keys on it and everything.
Keys and key changes and various other instrumental things.
Essentially show you. So I will say, I'll figure out a way to implement this into gameplay if you ever actually do become a bard when you come back and level up.
Right. There's gonna be something. Do bards even get like experience just from playing instruments in a fight? I have no idea how a bard works. I've watched it.
Well, discuss it. I want to say like what happens with Stormtrake now.
Right.
After getting off on stage and putting on your armor, you notice a couple other paladins at the edge of where the main festival is going on, kind of hanging out by an entrance to an alley. Both of them, you can definitely tell from their apparel that they're definitely paladins, and you can kind of tell they're kind of wearing the crest of the town, so you can pretty much tell they're town guards.
Hmm.
And
Local constabulary.
And they're kind of just like eyeing over the crowd, and they duck into the alley.
Oh.
Hmm.
And you can tell,
Weird.
also, yeah, they have definitely, from the way they look, their faces, they definitely had some scout faces. Like, they're definitely very disapproving of what's going on as before the deck. Also, the way these paladins look. They're wearing some pretty odd, you can tell from, like, the way their armor was, you can tell that they had some kind of belts underneath their armor. And as they're looking around their faces, there was two of them. One had brown hair going past their ears and one blonde stripe. The other one had a beard, also had brown hair, had a beard, and is wearing sunglasses.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And both of them duck into the alley, kind of like move into the alley. What do you do?
Strange. Paladins aren't supposed to be like that. And Stormtrek gathers up his armor and stuff, and he just kind of looks around. He kind of makes it all casual, but then he starts following.
Okay.
The last time I ever saw a skulking paladin was my dad.
Okay.
I just remembered that this is gonna be. I just remembered something that's gonna make this possibly the best thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
So you.
Let's see. So who's following them at the moment?
Just Stormtrek right now.
Stormtrek said he's following. He did not say he contacted anyone else, and we're going to keep going with that for now.
He
But
barely noticed he's fellow.
Okay.
hold on.
What's going on? Are there any poker tables or anything here?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh boy.
Alright, can I say I play a few hands in that, or
Roll a deception for like a bluff check. Roll that.
alright.
Just
You know-
real quick.
Nipper's probably gonna look over, see if he should bet on Rare Day, and then decides against it.
That is a 14 plus 7 for 21.
Okay, yeah. Damn, I only rolled a 14 for that, so I'll say this. Oh, that dropped off the table.
We got to run it.
Wait. Oh, damn. I'll say like this is an overall thing. I'll say you've been playing poker for a while. That's a really good one. Hold on.
Go for it. Go for it.
So I'll be back in a second. Give me.
Collect 600 gold.
Sweet.
Oh my.
Damn, dude.
And a Stormatrig. You go into the alley and you can kind of tell. You can kind of hear their armor. You need to roll stealth check with disadvantage because of your heavy armor.
Yep.
That's what I remembered.
Oh, I shouldn't have snuck out.
At least you're not
Fuck.
drunk this time.
There's that.
2.
You start making some clunking. You're starting to make clunking noises, and you feel a hand on your shoulder behind you. And,
That's when he turns and snarls.
and you're snarling at Marcus. He's like,
Oh,
whoa,
Marcus.
hey. Calm down, it's just me.
For the in the name of the gods, don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry, it's just I saw you duck into. I was kind of hanging on the back, and I saw you duck into the alley. What's going on?
I saw some paladins, but there's something wrong about them. They don't look like look like in a good mood about this festival. I think something's up.
Hold on, let me see. He's like, he kind of silently looks around the corner. He's like, the two brown-haired guys in the armor?
Yes, them.
Here, let me help us out. And he's going to cast, and he casts invisibility on the both of you.
Whoa. Yay.
So for this, you'll be able to roll normal. You'll no longer have the disadvantage because you're invisible now. So go ahead and roll one more time.
Ooh.
Yay.
6.
Seriously.
He trips over something.
Kicks can down the alleyway.
Obviously,
You are
he's also
definitely
gonna
good
have to to cast pass palette without a trace.
Marcus doesn't have that.
Guess
Oh,
who does?
Well, you're not there, so.
Yep,
So,
that's the problem.
Iris also has it, but she's also not there. She's having too much.
no rogue,
She's having
no
a fun
cookie.
time. But so you follow these guys, and they are kind of ducking and weaving through these alleys. I'll say, they hear you. They turn back. And it's like, who's there? No, he's like, hey, who's there? And they grip their swords, and they're just kind of looking around. And you realize that they don't have normal paladin greatswords. They both have katanas.
Oh boy.
That starts making me even more suspicious.
What are dudes like these doing at a bard festival, not guarding somebody for money?
I don't think they're supposed to be guarding someone.
Yeah.
So Marcus is like, he like stops you and they stay silent, and they're going to. This time it'll be a contest between stealth and perception. So you have a pretty high chance. So go ahead and roll.
Roll perception or
No, he's rolled stealth. It's their perception against his stealth right
Not
now.
one.
oh.
Poor Dylan.
You
Dice is not
trip.
happy with you.
Poor boy.
You trip.
Can someone please give this guy new dice? For fuck's sake.
Oh, that was bad. They rolled a 5, but like normally that would have been, ouch. And I want to say this: the paladin that comes forward, you trip backwards and made a very loud thunk, and the paladin with like the blonde, kind of like the blonde stripe in his hair, runs forward, draws out his sword, and it's about to bring it down on you when Marcus takes the hit for you. Like, and since it was his spell, you both become invisible now, as he like kind of puts an arm in front of you, and he's going to take he takes 3 damage from that as it kind of cuts into his arm.
Oh, yeah, Marcus.
The golem has taken 3 damage. Please, someone help him.
I don't think so. And they look at the both of you. He's like, and no, they see you. He's like, oh, apologies. And he sheaths his sword. Another paladin. Apologies. And he does a quick bow.
Wait, what?
Here, and he gives you his hand to offer. He offers you his hand to get you up.
Stormwatcher kind of raises an non-existent eyebrow at them, but he takes the hand anyway.
He lifts you. He lifts you up. It's like, sorry about that. Always got to be safe.
Yeah, safe. Like, Stormwatcher is not fully convinced. Like, he just feels that there's something off.
I would like to apologize about it. My name's Aaron.
Stormatrig.
Shakes your hand. This is my associate, Barry. And Barry nods. And they're going to... He's like, sorry, we have to... Sorry. So, he's like, apologies for that. Didn't mean to strike you. I'm sure as to your paladin duties, you were just trying to keep the town safe, correct?
That is correct. I saw you two glaring at the festival and sling into the alley. I've never seen a paladin do that.
Yes, well, I can assure you, we are paladins. And they pull out these badges that essentially, they're showing off these identification badges that, yes, they are in fact paladins and they are town guards. Like, they are 100% legit.
Like registered and...
So I nearly started a fight with actual town guards.
It's a good thing you failed, I guess.
Stop!
Yes.
You violated the law.
Now I'm glad I made that one.
He's like, I can understand your skepticism, but would you be willing to help us with something? A little side project of ours.
Side project.
Here, Barry's like, follow us. And they go. You can tell you're on a small hill, slightly outside of town, and there's something under a large tarp. It's like, see, we are the main duty as town's guard, but we are also a small side group of our own. We are the Paladin Chastity Guard.
The Paladin what guard?
Paladin Chastity Guard.
So,
I hope you guys get the reference to these two.
Oh, no.
but
Wait,
It's going over my head.
Hang on.
I'm remembering something, but
Aaron, Bear, 2 paladins, Aaron
Yep,
and Barry.
I had a feeling.
Wait. Okay.
What?
Explain.
Wait.
What do you,
okay, Aaron.
The other guys from Game Grumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Aaron?
like you have Shadow Monk Debauchery and Paladin Chastity Guard.
Yep.
I'll get it, but
Okay.
It's a counter essentially.
oh, very
Yeah, but-
literally.
Well, more
the
specifically,
opposite.
it's a reference to Samurai Abstinence Patrol, one of the Ninja
Oh,
songs.
Okay, that's something I wouldn't have known. So
Dang
Yeah,
it,
that's
knew
why it
was-
went over my head.
are we
Yeah.
taking psychic damage for this shit again?
No, that's a bit hard.
Okay, good.
I am just a little bit disappointed you guys get not
I-
true Ninja Sex Party fans, but anyway.
literally the only albums of theirs I've bothered to listen to were Under the Covers. I've listened to more Starbomb.
Really?
I've only
that's
seen
so
the boners. I've only listened to the boner song and the
No reason boner.
Their take on the last Unicorn song. That's it.
So
Oh dear.
they have the two of you. They have you and Marcus on this hill. It's like you see, we have been protectives of our town for a very long time, and every year these bards come in here and treat this town like it's nothing.
Nothing.
The people who on stage. There were 2 people on stage earlier. Shadow Monk Debauchery. I'm surprised the mayor allowed them into town this year. Last year, during one of their performances, they accidentally broke a house.
How does one
Accident.
accidentally break a house? Like,
Of course, they were bringing down the house.
Literally.
That's just what they do.
That's not what I was going for, but I'm sticking with it. Anyway,
uh,
it's like, problem, these bards, they keep in here and they are disrupting. Bards in general, please, as a paladin, you have to understand that bards in general are not the most pleasant group to be around.
Well,
Bards are not a race.
Classist.
There you go.
You try to tell that to bards.
yeah,
So for
Storm's trying to think of what to say. Like he wants to disagree with them, but he doesn't want to piss them off either.
past Barry grabs the tarp. For the last month we've been working on this, and he pulls it off. Essentially, it's a catapult and in the main cup of it is a large green orb. That's an orb, almost like a bubble with a green gas inside.
Certainly puts
What?
a new meaning to the word class struggle.
What is that?
Essentially, it's a very modified stink bomb.
Oh,
Stink bomb?
No.
Marcus is like, wait, what do you two exactly plan to do with it? Don't worry, I can see he's going to make an insight check make a deception versus insight. He's going to roll insight. Stormtrigger roll deception to try hide your facial expressions.
All right, that's +2.
I also just realized that these two are planning to very literally.
What the fuck? 5.
was it another? Oh.
They rolled a 5 too, so that's another roll. Let's roll again.
9.
Yeah, no, they see your face don't worry, I see your face. I promise you, this thing is perfectly harmless. It just smells bad.
My bad.
I
How do you know that's not going to
The
make him
simple-
more
The
interested?
simple idea.
Wait, hang on a second. People are starting the robot.
He says simply. No.
Hang on.
Oh, and there goes Kyle.
No, I'm still here.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. You were starting the robot a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I see
Yeah.
the internet service. I can see my signal went down a tiny bit, but anyway. So he says, "Dory, oh, pardon my manners. I forgot to ask your name. Your names."
Stormatrig Lesham.
And it's Marcus Galler. It's like, well, Stormatrick, Marcus, you gotta understand, these bards, year after year, despite the fact the mayor says this is a good amount of income for the town, the manner they treat this town and the people coming into this town, I love my home, and I am sick of them disrespecting it. So we're just going to lob a stink bomb on them.
Here's my
Also
question,
driving them
though.
out. Yes.
Is it really the fact that you can? Is it really the fact that they are disrespectful? I mean, it's nothing more than an elaborate party. Nobody's getting hurt. Nothing is getting stolen.
People almost got hurt last year.
Was it an accident?
Yes, it was an accident, but that doesn't change the fact.
There you go. Accidents are accidents.
The both of them are staring at you, and Marcus like kind of looks between. It's like, Stormatrig. It's like,
Yeah, and now Stormtrik's starting to show off that he's not the one to essentially starting to show off that he's not gonna let some innocent people get harassed like this. He's like, look, I understand that you may have your disagreement with this, but you work for the mayor, right?
we work for the town. The mayor just happens to lead it.
Well then, if this bard party is what's keeping your town alive, I think
We have other forms of income. Honestly, this is just a bit of extra spending money for a town that most of the damages that you get covered are covered by them. That are caused by them as well.
Yeah, and Storm's just really trying not to lose it.
Doing that
Either you're
internal,
with us
like,
or you're against. You're either with us or you're against us.
Oh,
Only
that
a
is
Sith
valid
deals in
area at all.
absolutes.
that kind of sets him off. Storm
Only a
just
Sith
looks at
deals in absolutes. What did you say? Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Then you're the Sith Lord. Oh dear, you're right.
oh heavens.
Oh, heavens.
That's when Stormtrooper just gets off a little snarl, and he's like, I don't want to fight other paladins. However, I'm just going to say this. As a paladin who has pretty much slaved to get the respect of his town, if you do this, you will lose all respect. And he just tries to turn and walk away.
You act.
What?
Trying to come up with the right lines for this. Oh, please, why do you think we put it out this far? No one will know it was us.
That's when Stormtrooper just kind of gives a little sideways glance. Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. Barry, fire it. And Barry, pulls his sword, lifts it up, and Marcus grabs it. I don't think so.
Oh boy.
Ugh, thank you again, Marcus.
And he pushes Barry back and takes the sword and breaks it.
Snaps.
Oh.
So Storm...
It's like snapping a toothpick in half for him.
Yeah, can it be like he's holding a katana with like 2 fingers and a thumb, and using the thumb just snaps it?
So I'm going to have you two right now. I'm going to have you roll initiative. Stormatrig right now, because unfortunately none of you know this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And
yeah.
y'all were criticizing me last episode. Not to beat on Dylan or anything. Just
What the fuck, 3?
I need to
Yeah.
admit,
What is this
Bard
roll
Festival is-
tonight?
I would
The
nail
good rolls
you,
are
my
waiting
guys.
for the finale of this arc.
Yes.
we can
It's
hope.
like Lucky Man. You got to go through a whole bad luck to get any amount of good. Even
Dude,
though
that's
it's not-
Dylan in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, that is the current initiative order. Ambus, whatever. Aaron goes first, and Aaron is going to make a charge at the catapult to try to release the stink bomb. But he's going to get an attack of opportunity by Marcus. Oh damn! Way to go, Marcus! He rolled a 19.
ooh,
Whoops.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, no, he didn't roll a 19. He rolled a 23. Still good. I forgot he has
Fuck him,
he has plus 9 to strength. My bad.
I'm sorry, what?
Son,
See?
Aaron, son, eat your penis.
See
Yeah.
again. Who do you have to thank for the fact that this behemoth is on our side?
Honestly, not wrong.
Marcus is going to punch him square in the chest, makes a slight dent in his plate armor.
Who's
And
the one who
Aaron's
called out "Spare the Dying" was not a bonus action?
That doesn't matter. Anyway,
Fair point.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so Aaron, let's see. I'm going to do a. Is there any say for Aaron? Okay, Aaron manages to stay on his feet, but is kept from the catapult. And it is Marcus's turn.
Paladin.
Let's see. Marcus is going to make a. Is Marcus's turn again? Oh wait, no. Actually, Aaron gets a second attack. My bad.
Oy vey.
Oof. Marcus got another attack of opportunity. Did not do good on that one. Aaron's going to make an attack, try to get to launch the catapult.
What?
Oh wait, no. He manages to cut the rope.
Oh no.
Like what quick punch? So Marcus punched him, denting the armor, but with a quick slip, Aaron manages to get through, raises his sword, and just cuts the rope. And with a quick, boom, 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 you see the stink bomb go high up into the air.
Breath weapon, lightning to the ball.
I just happened to find this, and it's actually pretty.
I regret. I fucking regret. I don't know what I can do.
Marcus is like, Storm. He's like, Storm. You have the stone thing?
Stone. That's right. He pulls out the was it
Gossip Stone?
Gossip Stone. It's like, guys, get out of there!
No, just tell them to stop it. Can't they? I'm sure they can stop it or something.
Guys, there is a stink bomb flying right into the center of the festival.
Wait, what?
2 paladins. They hate this festival. They hate the festival. They're trying to
So, any of us got any reactionary images? Because I would be the get down, Mr. President, and take that right to the chest in the middle of the air.
Essentially, I want to say,
would shooting it out of the air just cause it to disperse anyway? Or
right now, it is about. I'll say it is 200 feet in the air and about 30 feet away, and 30 feet, like 200 feet high, 30 feet away from coming into the town. What do you guys do?
Okay.
I could fly up and grab it or take it right to the face.
Well, the thing is, it's when I said it was the bubble. It's about. I forgot to say how big it was. It's about the sphere. The bubble sphere. It's about 4 feet in. It's 4 feet in diameter.
Okay, so
like basketball.
shooting it out of the air would basically just cause it to dissipate and nothing would happen, right?
That is true.
Okay,
So,
Starmatreg,
Yes.
put your Gossip Stone around Crimpler. I'm gonna launch him.
Wait, what?
oh,
Crumpler. All right.
Oh, that's right. Crimpler's been with Marcus this entire time.
That's right.
Bird's still sitting on the shoulder. Like, it hasn't gone anywhere.
But here's the thing: Marcus and Crimpler are both by Aaron and Barry.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
going
the
away.
problem.
I'm pretty sure the
They're
bird
like,
can't-
wait a second. There's others. Baron's like, wait, you have others with you?
Mm.
And if you want to do this, you're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity.
I mean, you have your armor on, and you have a lot of health, but it's your call, dude.
Bring it on.
All right. Aaron's going to make the first attack at you. He rolled a 13.
Miss.
That
Oh
misses.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Barry makes an attack at you. That is an 18.
Miss.
Excellent. You manage. So I'll say this happens. You go forward. You take out your warhammer with one hand, bounce off Aaron's sword. As Barry tries to make an attack at you, bounce your shield off of him, and you manage to just get the stone around Crimpler's leg.
All right.
Go, you bird,
Take that stink
go!
bomb out of the ground. Okay, and Nipper speaks in basically a very gravelly voice that you are surprised to hear come out of him. And yeah, it just
You okay
launches.
there? You got
So,
something in your
what?
throat?
Bless
What
you, by the way.
stats does Crimpler have, like in terms of speed?
Okay,
Yeah,
it's actually a 30-foot flight speed, but if we can hit the angle properly, we can catch it before it causes too much damage.
Ooh. I'm trying to think. Like, let's see. I want to say like the time it took to get the thing around Crimpler. It is now 170 feet in the air and 25 feet far.
Yeah, all we really have to do is just like hit a certain angle, and we can catch it mid-flight.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to think out how should this be done.
If someone else wants to launch an attack at it and try and take it down now, that's perfectly fine.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking deployable wings and use the deployable wings and dash to get up high, to where I'm able to reach it better.
I don't think
launch an arrow at it with my short bow.
I don't think you can dash flight, can you?
Nah.
If I may,
hang on.
If I may, Cloak of the Gargoyle, level 3 magic missile.
Genius.
Perfect.
Oh, you got 60 feet of movement with that, so trying to do the math on. I'm trying to do the math.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm shooting a lightning bolt at that shit. Level
there you go.
4 lightning bolt.
Just do it. Also, don't miss, because then you'll hit a house.
I'll say it's 110 feet. So you're about 50 feet away from this thing as you launch a lightning bolt at it. Since it does,
I'm using a 4th level spell slot.
Oh my!
On a stink ball.
Good call, honestly.
I want you to. And I know it's usually a dexterity save, but I don't know how to do a dexterity save for an inanimate object. So just make a ranged attack spell. Make a ranged attack throw.
Oh, ranged attack. Okay.
Ranged spell attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
High or low?
Please.
That's a 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. You see. So suddenly the crowd sees Sintra just transform. They're like, "Whoa! What the?"
Whoa.
They see you just fly off, and they all look up, and they now see this stink bomb. They just see this large object coming towards you guys in the night sky. Like, it is pretty obvious now. And Central, you just fly up with incredible speed. Throw your. Yeah, you don't have to roll damage. This thing only has like 5 health.
Oh, damn it! I wasted my 4th level spell slot.
You didn't.
No, it's fine.
You just saved every ounce of
and you let out a huge lightning bolt. And you know what? For this, I'll give it a special effect, so you didn't just waste it. Okay. The lightning bolt hits it, kind of goes inside of it, and disperses almost like a firework.
Oh!
Like green and blue, because the lightning and the stink.
Yeah, like the greenish blue colors sparkle all over the town in the air.
Frick, yeah.
Wow.
It is a beautiful spectacle, and everyone cheers.
So in my head, I just say, roll with it. And then I shout down to the Bard Festival, have a happy Bard Festival, everybody!
And then Star Trek hears that, and he just kind of just smiles. Good work, Centra.
Gargoyles and Dragonborn and ghosts. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So
and don't forget,
it is Marcus's turn. Let's see.
Is it his turn?
Yeah, that was majority of Aaron's turn to make the attack, and then it was kind of just free actions to stop the bomb.
Okay.
Marcus is going to. Let's see. Oh, that's going to hit. Damn it. Oh, that's a nat 1 on that one.
Ooh.
So he manages to make he like throws a fist at Barry, and I'll do this. Hold on, let's see. He knocks Barry out, but I'll say Aaron gets an attack of opportunity on Marcus. And Aaron rolls a nat 1.
Nice.
no.
Marcus said knock you out.
And I'll say this: Marcus has still had his hood and mask up. Aaron moves at Marcus and trips, pulling both down. He's like, "What the?" And then Marcus knocks him out.
Just bop right to the nose.
Wow,
Like a light.
It's like,
Basically, at the end of that, the bird returns to Marcus's shoulder.
I say quick. I've probably jinxed it.
so yeah, essentially the lights of the Sintra stink bomb firework finally start dying out because it was like a big boom and a large disc of light.
It was a honker, and there was like that confetti rain of like little sparklies that don't start any fire.
Sintra basically glides down onto the stage and gives a nice bow.
That's real good.
I'll do this. Hold on, I want to do something
Kind of a
interesting.
gargoyle.
With that. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Collect 100 gold as people throw it onto the stage.
Frick yeah, bud.
No.
It would have been a lot more, but I rolled a nat 1 for that, so I'm sorry.
Also, now that the bird
That is 3 nat 1s in a row. Damn.
must be
I
all
gotta
lucky.
put that die away.
Yeah, get rid of that die.
Burn it.
I think it's
And,
I think
Throw it
it's
into
angry.
fire. Also, now that the bird is back in care, I'm guessing that the gossip stone has returned as well. I would probably ask through the stone, like, you guys sounded pretty in danger. You still okay with those 2 paladin whatevers over there?
I mean, they've got Marcus, so then they should be fine.
You did. Stormatrix didn't say anything about Marcus.
Right.
You wouldn't have. So,
I just heard Stormtree through the gossip stone. I have no clue what's happening over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would
Stormtree grabs his gossip stone. Thanks, guys. Nice work, Sintra.
What? Oh, yeah. Thanks for warning us, Stormy.
Yeah, well played, Sintra.
That was some seriously
Marcus,
proper work there.
Marcus like grabs the 2 paladins by the cuff, what is it, the back of their armor, kind of like where their neck is, and he like
Kind of like the collar?
Yeah, that's it. The collar of their armor, and kind of shows it. He's like, "What should we do with these guys?"
Let's find the mayor.
Oh,
Throw him in jail for poetic irony.
So let's see. Yeah, you head back, and so the 2 of you kind of head into town, grip with the 2. Marcus has the 2 paladins in hands, and everyone kind of, and all the bards kind of like stop playing as they look at you. And sure enough, I'll say,
his hood back up.
"Oh no, he forgot to do that."
Yeah, there we go.
What?
He's like, oh, he drops and he's like, "Oh crap!" And then he quickly puts his hood back up, and he's like, "They didn't see too much, did they, Storm?"
Nah, no problem.
I don't think so.
And the mayor's like, "What's going on here?"
These 2 disgusting excuses of paladins tried to drop the stink bomb on this festival.
Wait, that thing in the sky? They did this?
They've been planning on this for a while. I knew there was something suspicious about these 2.
The mayor whistles, and 2 more paladins come by, pick them up and they're still knocked. Aaron and Barry are still knocked out. They pick them up and take them away. He's like, "Thank you very much, Mr. Sirs,
Stormtree.
Marcus." "Well, Stormatrix, Marcus, this town and this and the many people here owe great thanks to you." And is like, "Oh, I'll say," and it's Shadow Monk Debauchery approaches you.
Hey.
It's like, "Hey, wait, I know you. You're the Dragonborn who got on stage not too long ago."
Yeah, sorry for that lightning thing. That kind of just...
Are you kidding? You still put on a pretty good performance, and heck, you just saved our festival. What are you? He like holds his hand up. I'm Danny Elfbang. Pleasure to meet you.
Danny Elfbang!
Coming, but you just couldn't. You couldn't.
Oh,
This is
never gonna be ready.
This is Tiefling Brian, and Tiefling Brian just nods. Here, I know this isn't much, but you see and it's like, "I know this isn't much, but here," and he takes out a 3 inch by 3 inch by 3 inch by 3 inch wooden box and tosses it to you.
What's this?
It's a music. It's a box. It's It's a music box. It has our sound. It has our latest album on it.
Stormatrick, you've now got a bard in a box.
So what this does is,
I take full credit for that name.
I like the idea of like starting to turn the cranks and the music slowly plays, so it's like
yeah, just anytime you. So
reason,
I changed this up. So yeah, originally the thing is when we first did this, Nipper got this. So
Yeah.
Nipper, you no longer have this. Stormatrick does.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with that because
So
after this
also I'm
performance,
changing
you
it up
need
just to make it a bit fair. Essentially, I changed it up since the last time. Essentially, you can open this twice a day and gain a D12 of bardic inspiration.
I think last time it was 3 times a day.
I know,
which
but I
is
changed
a little
it to-
too much.
Yeah, which is why I changed it to 2. So yeah, you now have the Shadow Monk Debauchery Bard in a box.
Noise.
Yeah, definitely points to Spectre for that name.
Oh, and by the way, he like pulls out an 8x10, signs it. Here you go. Show it to your friends, and he flashes you a smile.
What does he give me?
An
8x10
autographed picture of himself.
Oh,
Stormatrick.
Yes.
And suddenly you hear Snake Hug, and he's globbed from behind.
what?
Oh, I see.
Gotcha.
And I would say like the rest of the party joins up with it's like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I see. You got a big group here. Would you mind playing? Here, would you like to come on stage with us?
Oh.
And Vanessa and Iris, they're like, please say yes.
I'll sit out, but if the rest of you want to have at it,
I mean,
Why not?
why not? That sounds like fun.
So yeah, for the rest
Yeah,
of
sure, why not?
So yeah, you guys go up on stage with Shadow Monk Debauchery, but with another awesome song. Yeah, I'll say you guys like surf the crowd. It's pretty much you spend another awesome night, and you pretty much become the hero of bards, the bards' heroes for tonight.
Nice.
And I'll say it's the following morning. You've managed to rest, quote unquote, because you've been partying for the majority
as
of the
much
night.
as somebody can rest during a celebration like this.
Does it
Yeah.
still count as a long rest?
You actually got more exhausted while you were sleeping.
Well, I'll say something
because-
different because we finished this pretty quickly. I'll say,
next chapter.
yeah, if you guys are up for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Boy.
first we'll end this chapter as you guys are now. You guys have left the town. Everyone waves you goodbye. There's a lot of people asleep in the streets.
2 adventures, 1 session.
Yeah.
This is the
And
good
it's
stuff.
an excellent. It's just been excellent. You're traveling. It's like, and Marcus is like, man, that was awesome. I don't think I've ever had that much fun in my life.
Well,
You need to get out more, buddy.
hang out.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Hang out with
Oh,
us more
so-
often. That's basically what happens on a daily basis for us.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
I can attest to that.
It's like, and then you hear Vanessa. Yeah, chance, and that was an awesome chance to finally play with those guys. Oh, my dream come true.
Hey,
And-
And yeah, essentially, but yeah, you just realized that Vanessa's been traveling. When you left town, Vanessa just kind of came with you.
Yeah,
yeah.
Sarge
Sigrid
is
just
like,
looks at her and says, "Oh, right, you're still here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iris invited me, and Iris just smiles.
Oh,
Storage is just kind of like,
you have any
glares.
plans on where you needing to go, or?
like to a different music festival or
No.
something, or
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh,
but who
cool.
needs a path when you have fun? And you guys are awesome.
frick yeah. You think you could teach me how to play swords? Because that's awesome.
Well, I mean, a path would be nice to make sure that. And she starts to glare at Iris, so we don't get lost.
Don't worry about that. I'm keeping an eye on this thing.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I forgot we actually had that, considering the last time we tried to use it.
Yeah, I should have been focusing more. My apologies.
And with that, Vanessa has now joined your party, and I would say you gained the achievement Bards of a Feather.
That's a
I'm
good
gonna say one thing.
That would hurt, but it's actually pretty good. Not gonna.
Thank
lie.
you.
the
Thank
the
you.
photo I got of Danny Elfman,
They,
I give that to Vanessa.
She's like,
Aw.
and she glumps you. I will never forget this. If you need anything,
Double
Oh.
glompers.
Oh God! Did she? Did he? Wait! Did he give her the autographed picture?
Yeah.
He did.
That's great.